Well, hello, gorgeous. I'm going to set up my booth for an art show and I'm going to take you along for the ride. It's a lot different than it was last year. Hi! Okay, I am here in Cave Spring at Rollator Park getting ready to set up for Cave Spring Art Show. This is the same one that I filmed my setup last year. I'm in a much better spot this year. I've got a beautiful space. I mean, like, this is prime real estate right here. And so I'm excited about that, and I have completely changed my booth around. I've pretty much given it a whole makeover, so I'm excited to set it up and show you what it looks like. So I'm going to turn you around, I'm going to start unloading and get ready to go. Just getting started unloading everything here. Fitting everything in your vehicle is like a jigsaw puzzle. It all has to fit in there just the right way, and if you don't put everything exactly where it goes, it's not going to fit. Okay, so this is my buddy Chris here showing up. Shout out to Chris. My husband Ray had to work, so Chris is actually off work due to an injury, so he decided to come help me out. I say he's my friend, but technically I consider him my adopted brother. That little cutie right there is Chris's baby Boos. Boos is a sweetheart. He is like just the biggest teddy bear ever. Tent up. It is still in its lowest position, and I've got one table out. Now that is because I always put my sides and my curtains up in the lowest position, because there's no point in raising the tent up and then having to crawl up and down the step ladder to put the sides on. So I'm going to put the sides on and roll them up out of the way, and then we'll get started on the curtains, and I'll show you how I do my wall and my ceiling curtains, okay? Okay, I just realized that you probably could not even see what I was doing, so I'm going to take you inside the tent and show you what I'm doing. There's a certain way I put my tent sides on, a certain way I velcro them on there, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do to get them up out of the way while I finish setting up. Okay, now I got you inside the tent with me. Now my tent has, the front panel has a door on it, so I have to look and make sure I've got the right ones in the right place. But anyway, I'm not going to put the front up just yet, because putting up my curtains and things, I think that'll just be in the way. And I may use it to lay my curtains out on. So I'm going to put this up, but what I do is I make sure I've got my sides met together right there, right? And then I pull this and make sure that I've got it in the center here. And most of the time I fold it that way, so it's kind of starting to get a fold there. My old tent had a seam there, so it was easy to find the center. This one doesn't, so I have to fold it. Alright, so once I find that center, I've got to line that center up with this bar right here. You can't just guess it. You can't start at one end and go to the other. I mean, you can, but you're probably going to have to redo it several times. If I start here and put the center in the center, then it meets up at the edges really well with the other ones, and it's easier to zip it that way. Because if you do it the other way, if they're not centered up, it's hard to get them zipped, and sometimes you have to take it back down and redo and all of that stuff. So I'm gonna finish putting this one up. Okay, I've got the other two sides set up. You see right here, there, I've got the bungee cords that help hold it up. That's just temporary. I'm going to show you how I do that on this one. I got my bungee cords. I'm just going to hang on my dress so that I don't lose them. I don't have pockets. So If my husband was helping me, I would probably just do one on each side because, you know, one person can get on one end, the other person on the other side, and just roll them up. Let me back you up a little bit. Hang on. Didn't hit pause. Hello. Okay, so you know, malfunction. I got caught on the cord. Outtakes, right? Let's try it again. Okay. If, like I said, if my husband was here, I would get on one side, he would get on the other side, we would roll it up. Okay, but I'm by myself, so I'm going to use 3. I'm going to put 1 in the center. Just going to open up make a little pocket there in the Velcro, stick this through, and then take, start at the bottom, roll it up. It does not have to be neat, this is just temporary. Now, this is not, see me? This is not pretty. This is just a temporary hold to keep the walls out of my way while I'm working, so I can go in and out the tent, and to keep them from, to keep me from burning up while I'm in here, right? So it lets the air flow through. I forgot what I was saying, but tomorrow or tonight, when I take this down, I'll get up on the step ladder, put zip ties in, and then that way I can roll it up really neatly, and the zip ties will hold it really tight. I wish that, I don't understand why these tent companies don't put something on here to do this with. Show you what I'm doing. I just open that, stick this through. I'll show you on my door in just a second. My front panel that has a door, it has little buckles there, so that when you roll the door up, you have a way to keep it up, right? So why do they not do that on the sides too? They know that more than likely you're going to roll these up during the day and let them back down at night. So why not put something there to make it easier for us? I don't understand. But here is what I'm talking about on my, let me find it, on my front. Okay. Here's the door. Can't do it. Okay. So the door's here, right? So when you roll the door up, this sticks on here like this. So on the outside, you have this little buckle here, and then you have a piece of Velcro, so that when you roll this up, you do just like I did with the bungee cord. You just go through with your tent in here, go through and attach that. Why did they not put that on all of them? I don't understand. But anyway, all right, that's irrelevant. I'm gonna get started on the curtains now. Let me get out that stuff, and then we'll go over how to do all that. In this video, I'm not giving full details on how to do the wall and the ceiling curtains. It would just be way too long if I had it all in one video. So in next week's video, in a separate video, I'm gonna have the detailed instructions and all the footage from putting up the wall and the ceiling curtains. So make sure you stick around to watch that next week. I honestly don't know what I'm doing right here. It looks like I'm running Boosie off, but I promise I'm not. I wouldn't run that baby off. finally have it done. Sitting here just kind of taking a little break. There's one more thing I want to show you, and then I will be ready to raise the tent up and do the rest of my setup. But now that I've got this done, it shouldn't take me too much longer to finish the rest. This is the time consuming part, is doing the curtains. And like I said, this is not something I would do at every event for sure. But for a Friday setup, and it's not, you know, no way I'd do all this, try to do all this setting up on Saturday morning. It's just not possible. But on a Friday setup, especially for a juried show like this, yeah, I'm going to take the time to do it. It seems like it has actually, I mean, like, to be honest, my jewelry is not inexpensive. And I feel like my booth is a lot more elevated now, which it seems like so far I've not gotten as many people like surprised by my prices, if that makes sense. I think my booth looks more elevated, more expensive, so they expect those prices when they see them. Because, you know, that kind of stuff has a lot to do with how people view your product. It's not always just the product. A lot of times it is how your setup looks too. That makes a big difference in people's perception of things. There are some little bugs around here. I think they're sweat bees. But anyway, that has a lot to do with how people perceive your product and perceive your brand. And, you know, it's a lot more than just the product, I think. So, sitting down for a minute, taking a break feels good. Okay, I'm going to flip you around. I'm not going to flip you off. I'm going to flip you around, okay? See, this right here, if you're standing out here, even though this is not up, you're still going to be able to see this. So what I'm going to do is get another clothespin. If I can get in here. Get a clothespin. I don't have one with me right now, but I'm going to get a clothespin and I'm going to pin this up to the frame right here so that you won't be able to see that that drape. But other than that, after I get that pinned up, or what I'm saying is you won't be able to see the frame in the you know, looking through that drape. So I'm gonna pin those up, and then I think I will be ready to raise the tent, and we'll see how it looks. My table, as I'm sure you saw, and of course, you know, ooh, sweat beasting. I'm gonna spill something. Of course, that has to be all of the little rubber bands and what do you call them that I now have to pick up. Right now, I think my priority is to get everything else set up. I'm gonna leave my tent where it is. I normally have it in the highest position. You know, as tall as it'll go when I'm working, and I will do that tomorrow. But today, for while I'm setting up, I'm just going to leave it as it is. But I will go ahead and let the curtains down, get those attached, and yeah, try to finish setting up and get as much done as I can this evening. I'm very tired though, this heat, so I'm not sure how much more I can do, but I'm going to try. See if we can get it all. So every time the wind blows here, it moves my camera. So I hope the combination of the camera moving around plus it being sped up, I hope it doesn't make y'all seasick. Another thing I want to talk to you about is earlier this year, when my show season first started, I made a video for a Facebook group where I'm an instructor. I made a video showing everything that I take with me to a show. I went through as I was packing up, getting ready for the season to start. I would like to show that video to you,
But the problem is I filmed it in portrait instead of landscape orientation. So I'm not sure how good of a YouTube video it would make. But if you're interested in that, please let me know. I will see if I still have the footage, and I'll see if I can make it work as a YouTube video.
My face is so red and blotchy, but I pretty much got it done, except for putting out the jewelry, which haven't decided if I'm going to do that tonight or not. I'm going to get things kind of packed up and straightened up, and then go from there and see if I feel like putting it out. But let me give you the tour and see what you think. So no, some of that I'm sure you could see what I was doing, and some of it you probably couldn't. So starting out here, I got these two little necklace displays, and then for stuff like this is a bed riser. I got a whole pack of those, and you can they're not very expensive, but they have a small and a large, so you can actually get 3 sizes out of it. You can do, I think this is the large one. You can do the large one by itself, the small one by itself, or you can stack the two together and get an even bigger one. Okay, so that's there. This is the tray for my stud earrings. This tray will have necklaces, bracelets in it, and then this will be my checkout area. I've still got to put I'll have a little table thingy right here for my checkout. This I love using. I don't know, some people may not like it, but I really like the fairy lights and the tulle, because I feel like it hides a lot, like it hides all of this wadded up fabric. And if the fabric is wrinkly, like this is wrinkly right here, that kind of helps distract from it. And here the same, I have the large bed riser here and the 2 small bed risers here. And as you probably can tell, if you've watched my channel before or have seen my work, you probably know that I am extremely picky and meticulous about my art, and my booth is no different. I keep fiddling with everything, and just anyway. Okay, this has the large and the small riser underneath there on one on top of the other. My TV displays, I can't even think straight, I'm so tired. My TV plays demonstration videos. There we go. So people can better understand how the jewelry is made. Also have these out that shows, these are old and hard because they've gotten too hot, but anyway. Then I have these 2 trays here. I actually think it might look better with just one. I don't know, but then again, I've got 2 on this table. I think it just depends. I'm actually getting pretty low on inventory, so I think it would just depend on whether I need all 4 of them or not. If not, I will knock it down to just one a piece. And Oh, one other thing I wanted to say is this honestly is very flimsy. I mean, it's just sitting up here and a kid comes in and touches it, it gets knocked over, blah, blah, blah. I want to make some, like my husband, I have plans for my husband and I to make some of these that will be sturdier and I won't have to drape the fabric over them. So, but that's just something I've got to get around to doing, and once I do, I will definitely make videos of that and show you how, how I'm building those. I don't know if you saw what I did here or not, but honestly, you just got to improvise. You got to use what you got. Until I can build the displays that I want, you got to just use what you got. Even though I am using bed risers and pillowcases to cover them and everything else, to me, this still looks better than them just all sitting flat on the table. It gives your eye somewhere to go. I've got all these different levels and your eye can just travel through instead of everything just being flat on the table. I also eventually want to have these two displays up on some risers. There again, I've got to build those. But anyway, this under here has 4 of the small bed risers. I'll see if I can show you. It's got the little bed risers I put together in a square, and then it's got a perfume box on top. So, see what you can find to use. You never know what you might find that you can use to improve your display. Like in my riser box, I have got, let me show you. I've got not only the bed risers, I've got a pot there, a planter. I did have a bowl in here. I had the perfume box. Just different things around your house, whatever you can find to use to get you where you need to be and get your display looking the way you want it to look. You just have to be creative, and you just have to figure out how to make things work. And like I said, I want to eventually make some things, and when I do, I will definitely show you those. But until now, this is what I got, so that's what I'm working with. I'm going to close up, get everything packed up, straightened up, close up, and then decide if I feel like putting the jewelry out or not. It is Saturday morning. I did not put the jewelry out last night. By the time I got everything closed up, I was exhausted. So I went home, took a shower, and went to bed. I didn't get here quite as early as I wanted to this morning. It's all right. So I'm fixing to get opened up, get the jewelry put out, and get ready to go. pretty much got everything set up. All I got to do is fill up my cooler, put my drinks in the cooler, move it. I've still got to put the one side up, but for the most part I'm done, which is new for me because I'm usually running late. So I got about 30 minutes or so till actual open time. I'm gonna throw on some sunblock and some eyelashes and lipstick, put my water in the cooler. I am gonna roll this side here up. The back, I'm undecided. It's kind of dark, so I'm probably gonna, hang on. Why I had an alarm set for this time of morning, I don't know. But anyway, it is kind of dark in here, so I think I'm definitely gonna roll this side up. The back, I'm undecided. It would give me a little bit of shade because I know the sun is gonna kind of be coming through there later this afternoon. But I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, and I've got to pin this necklace up right here. It's hanging down to the. I was going to show you how I do that. I use safety pins and just run it through the chain so that I can get it to hang whatever length I need it. That one's got to be pinned up. Okay, so I will give you a once over. Obviously, I got to move the zip ties and the bungee cords. And there's my little. I gotta straighten up my area, but this doesn't look the best in the world, but you know, it's what I'm working with right now until I get something better. But it's yeah, that's my little space. Can't really see it unless you're right there next to it. Anyway, got the TV plugged in. I gotta get it set up, get it going, turn on the fairy lights. So I pretty much got it done. So hope we have wonderful show today. I'm excited. I hope it's a good one. This is my 3rd year in a row doing this show, and first year was great. Last year, so I'm hoping this year is going to be fantastic. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Okay, thanks. Bye.